Thank you, Jim. Personally, I can't wait to get back down to New Orleans for some more great seafood. But while we're there, we're going to talk to Brannon LeBouef some more, and he's going to help us understand the debate and the issues on open versus concealed carry. Let's go.
Brannon LeBouef of NOLATAC Firearms Training. What I want to talk to you about today is a topic that is near and dear to my heart, and that are the considerations, both political and tactical, that you need to take when making the decision between concealed carry and open carry. In my opinion, this topic needs to be addressed from two different angles. The first being the political implications, and the second being the tactical implications. And what I mean by political is twofold. One, literally political. A lot of people use open carry as a form of political expression and/or protest. And let me be very clear here. I absolutely, positively, beyond any shadow of a doubt, 100% and wholeheartedly support everyone's right to keep and bear arms. And those states that don't, through their state constitution, also recognize and further protect those rights. That's something that needs to be addressed. But that's a whole separate discussion. When I say political, what I'm mainly referring to is the political climate, or more succinctly, the social climate. How do the decisions that you make cause reactions in other people that their reactions may have a negative effect on you? Do you want to be the guy open carrying in the Walmart line, buying diapers and baby formula, and the woman behind you freaks out, not because she's a bad person, but because she simply doesn't know and is not used to seeing people who in her mind don't look like what she thinks a cop should look like, and therefore causes her suspicion or concern? Do you want to be the person that's being referred to as an MWAG or a man with a gun to a 911 operator? I don't think any of us want to fall on that sword. But that is a realistic concern that someone making a decision to open carry has to take into account. Now, also, let's talk a little bit about the tactical considerations. When it comes to open carry, I believe that open carry removes options. And at all possible, I want to try to have as many options available to me in order to hopefully make as good a decision as possible. If I'm standing at the local 7-Eleven buying a Slurpee and someone comes in to rob it, the fact that I have a gun is something that they are going to have to address. Now, whether they think I'm a cop or just some other person with a gun or a security guard or whatever, at the end of the day, it's inconsequential. The fact that I have a gun is a threat to them. The fact that I may be a cop is an additional threat and a secondary threat to the actual gun itself. They're going to address that. It could be through shooting me, it could be through trying to take my gun from me, it could be through a lot of ways, but they're going to address it. If I'm concealed carrying, they don't know I have a gun. Their initial perception is I'm just another potential victim in that store, and it's then that I get to use the element of surprise afforded to me by concealed carry to choose to either address that threat or not, and if I do choose to, when and how. I could take a completely submissive role, as a typical sheep would, or I can immediately respond to that situation and employ my gun if that's what I feel is the right decision at that time. Regardless, the choice is mine. Let me give you a very obvious example of what I'm talking about when I speak to the social implications of your decisions. In an open carry legal state, is there anything more evil or nefarious or dangerous about this versus this? Both open carry, here in my home state of Louisiana, technically both perfectly legal. However, stop and think about what the average non-gun person whose primary source of education about what is appropriate and inappropriate in firearms use and ownership generally comes from movies, fictional movies. What is going to be in that soccer mom's head while she's standing behind you in the line at Walmart? A lot of you are probably shaking your head going, come on, is someone really going to wear a leg drop holster for open carry? Yes, some people do, because in their mind it is in your face, it is in people's face, and that's what I mean by using open carry as a political form of expression. Bottom line, guys, at the end of the day, the decision to open carry or concealed carry, like everything else, rests on you. If you decide to use open carry as a method of political protest or expression, good on you. Just understand that's going to come at potentially a heavy burden. For you guys that are deciding to conceal carry, remember, you're not absolved of any responsibility either. It's still a lot of responsibility of carrying a gun and potentially use it. So whether it's open carry or concealed carry, think about it. And as always, be vigilant, be prepared, and be safe.